Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Drinks and Dystopia podcast, where we drink while you think.
Yes, like it.
It's your famous one.
I know. So many people who go out drinking with me hear that repeatedly throughout the evening. Yeah.
Screamed at them.
Screamed at them, yeah. At an uncomfortable volume.
You have a
repeatedly.
song.
Yeah.
Are you going to say your
Drink
song?
while you think. You got to drink while you think.
You got to drink while you think.
You got to drink while you think. The amount of people who have vomited to that tune. Drinks Dystopia.
We have a big backtrack corner today.
This is a surprise. You tell us all the things we said were nonsense? Us? Surely not.
Well, not so much backtrack, it's just things that have happened.
Okay.
So, this is the first podcast since other podcasts have gone live.
Yes, people were listening to these.
What those poor people?
I don't know what you're thinking listening to this, but I mean, we appreciate it though, don't we?
People have been so nice. I feel that us being idiots is a punishment for people. I don't think they should have to listen to this really.
No, definitely not. This is a horrendous way to spend 40 minutes or however long these last.
But, yeah, because Lee's never listened.
No, I haven't listened because I can't go back and listen to my voice because it makes me want to vomit. But
because of that, because people have listened, there are some things. First, we know this microphone sucks.
yeah, isn't there like a really loud hiss for anyone under the age of like 30? Well, not even that, like 23.
Yeah, if you have young ears, so if you can hear right now, you should be complimented because it means you have young ears. But we've ordered a new microphone.
Yeah, we hired a bloke specifically to stand in the background and go Wah! So like it was all worthwhile if you guys can hear it.
We've had to turn the fans off for you guys as well, and it
is
hot.
so hot. I'm gonna melt, and I'm dressed inappropriately, you could say, for the weather.
Well, we're gonna come to that.
Okay.
We're gonna come to that. So the other thing as well is that because I had to put this online, and I still can't find a way to do it on iTunes. But because I put this online, there was a box that you had to commit to, and you had to decide: is your podcast explicit or not?
Right, wow. Okay.
Or cleaned. So you could do it explicit, but you had to beep out all the swear words.
Oh, we can't do that.
Yeah, I'm lazy.
Yeah.
So
and
shit, balls, shit. We're an explicit podcast, people. We've decided.
You're
and
lazy
happened.
and I'm foul-mouthed, so it's not going to be
It's
clean.
been decided.
Yeah, there we go.
And then last thing, our friend Kieran, who has listened to this. I'm surprised anyone's listened to this. That's why I'm so
I know.
shocked.
And Kieran, he's got so many better things to be doing than listen to this, but
he brought up the fact that in our first episode when we talked about telepathy,
yeah,
that we completely ignored the fact that do people speak languages in their head?
It's a very good question, and I think no, they don't. People don't speak. You don't think in a language. You just think. Like a thought doesn't have languages, which is why sometimes it's hard to put into words what you're thinking, because for that specific reason, your thoughts are not in a language. They're just thoughts.
But that changes everything we talked about.
Does it really?
Well, it changes everything, because then you're dealing with so I'd be able to hear a baby's thoughts because they don't know language, but they have thoughts because they do.
So interesting.
So can you talk to babies?
Yes.
But I don't
Yes,
know,
you can.
He asked me, and he said, so if I speak Spanish, can you hear? I was instantly like, yes.
You can't think Spanish. You can speak Spanish, but you can't think Spanish.
I think you can.
Right.
Because it's a sound wave. So it's like.
Oh yes, go on. Go on.
I mentioned this to Lee already.
Yeah.
So it's like a mind mouth.
Yes.
You know, like people have like third eyes.
Yeah.
So this is a mind mouth.
So you have a mouth in your mind. You speak out of your nonsense. Yeah. Nonsense. So much. A mind mouth. A mind mouth. No such thing. No such thing as a mind mouth.
Kieran, we had so
Kieran, what are you encouraging? This is madness. A mind mouth?
Okay, and then last thing.
Yeah.
While you've been listening to this, it's only been a few minutes now, but you should know something. This is kind of our Halloween special. It's not Halloween anymore for everyone listening.
No, it's 4 days later, isn't that what the party's called?
Yeah, but they're going to be listening to this.
It could be weeks later for you guys.
But me and Lee decided to get dressed, have a few drinks, for confidence to wear these costumes out.
Yeah, you need a bit of bravery.
So while you're listening to this, let me describe what I'm looking at right here. So Lee is sat, legs akimbo as well, which I feel like you.
I don't know how else to sit.
With fishnet stockings.
Yeah.
Heels.
High heels, yeah.
Men's size 16 shoes.
Yes, at least.
British size 16.
Yeah, I've got
15,
big feet. Well, you know.
A corset.
Yeah.
Pearl necklace.
Yeah.
And full makeup. I mean full, like...
My eyes are popping right now. I never realised how much eye makeup makes the old eyeballs pop out.
I thought you just meant like every time you opened your eyes it was like... because you've got so many glue.
There is a lot of glue on my eyelids.
He's got big
I've
eyelashes.
got fake eyelashes.
There is a photo of you on the Twitter. But yes, so if you can't guess what he is...
On the Twitter?
On the Twitter.
Okay, yeah, there's on the Twitter there is a photo, yeah.
If you can't guess what he is dressed as, he is dressed as Dr. Frankenfurter from...
The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah. I've always wanted to dress up like this. I'm obviously fulfilling some really deep-seated fantasy, clearly. And I feel good. I do feel like this is how I was meant to be.
I'm so excited for all my work colleagues to see you dressed like this. I feel like that should be how people meet you.
I know. Like, I think if I wasn't half a bottle of Southern Comfort in, I'd be a little bit like, maybe I shouldn't do this. This might embarrass Tanya, might embarrass myself. Now I cannot wait. I cannot wait for their reaction to see me this way, because this is horrendous.
I can't look at you.
No, I can't look at me either. It's so bad.
Lee, you make a beautiful lady.
I don't make a beautiful lady though, do I?
I'm having some confusing feelings right now.
Well, don't be confused, because obviously you're sexually attracted to a strung ham, because that's what I look like. I look like just a lump of fleshy, fatty meat, just tightly strung in a net. That's what I look like. There's bits of me popping out. They shouldn't be. Oh God, it's bad.
Can you give us your best Tim Curry laugh?
I can't. I can't do a Tim Curry impression. Because I can do a laugh. I can do literally. This is the most specific impression ever done. I can do Tim Curry laughing in Muppet Treasure Island, which is, and hold on for this. Here it comes. That is my best Tim Curry. That's all I can do.
You just broke the mic.
Yeah, it's probably too loud to hear.
No, it was beautiful.
That's all I can do.
I want you to do that every 10 minutes for the rest of the night.
Yeah, that's all I've got. But it's not quite as good as my Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh yeah, I love the Arnie. He hates doing his Arnie, and I told him I put it in the actual final edit, and he's upset with me.
Oh dear.
It's beautiful.
Is it?
You're a good Arnie.
Thank you.
So, and I'm dressed as David Bowie.
Yes, that's the most important part of this. Is like mine is a terrible costume, but yours is actually really good. Tanya is dressed like the Goblin King, David Bowie from Labyrinth, and it is perfect.
It's not.
It's quite disturbing how much you look like David Bowie.
I even have some socks in my pants to make a bulge.
Exactly.
But guys, I'm sorry for you. This bulge is the most annoying thing.
Do you understand the man spreading now? Does it make sense to you? Imagine you had
that's much better.
Yeah, imagine you had that. Imagine
so annoying.
It had, a nervous system attached to it.
So hot as well.
Yeah.
Is your crotch always hot?
Always hot. Always hot.
I'm happy with my choice.
With what you've got?
Yeah. I'm going to stay.
Yeah.
But tonight I'm going to...
How lucky you are.
So we're going to have a David Bowie podcast.
Exactly.
I can't do it. Luckily for me,
David Bowie.
Everyone in the party is Australian, so as long as I'm English, I'm
we all
there.
sound like David Bowie to them, so we're fine.
Yeah, so just have that in your mind's eye the whole time you listen to this podcast.
Yeah. Dr. Frankenfurter is speaking to David Bowie, the Goblin King.
My impression of David Bowie is just Jermaine from Fly the Conchords.
Yeah, you do impression of Jermaine doing an impression of David Bowie, which is fine.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, we can live with that.
So, what are you drinking? What have you been drinking? Because Lee started drinking very early.
I've drunk a bottle of rosé.
No, it's half a bottle.
Right, 3/4 of a bottle.
You're a classy lady.
Yeah, I am a classy lady. 3/4 of a bottle of rosé, 2 or 3 glasses of Sauv Blanc.
A toffee apple shot.
2 toffee apple shots.
Are we going to do one of them?
Yes, we should.
So we bought a bottle of sour apple something, whatever that is.
Yeah, some sort of sour apple shot and butterscotch schnapps.
And we're going to combine
We're going to
them.
make them a toffee apple, we thought, for Halloween, which is, it tastes terrible, but it's kind of
the
similar.
apple's good.
Yeah.
The schnapps taste like death.
Yeah. I've drunk half a bottle of Southern Comfort and lemonade as well. So I'm deep. I'm
ready
in deep.
to party.
Yes.
And
you don't know what's good.
You ready for this? Monkey Bay.
Monkey Bay. I know.
Just
we
in case
literally.
they don't know.
I know. Yeah. I'm glad you did that.
That's a monkey. This is Monkey Bay. This is South Blanc.
And we literally chose it because it has the word monkey in. We don't know anything about wine, but it's called Monkey Bay. So,
I feel a lot of our life choices are based on the fact that the word monkey is.
Yeah, the word monkey's in it.
You are sat like a classy lady right now.
I know, yeah. I don't. How do you girls sit? Like, you're struggling with how men sit, and I'm struggling with how girls sit.
This week, I had to teach Lee how to walk like a lady for a really long time. It was maybe the greatest achievement of our life was when you strutted your stuff.
I kind of feel like in these stockings, my legs don't look half bad. Like, they don't look terrible.
You're like the guy in the wheelchair in Rocky Horror.
Yes.
He's got those sexy legs.
Yeah. I kind of feel like, you know, I could get used to this.
You are
possibly.
a sweet transvestite.
I am a sweet transvestite. I couldn't even say the words. I've had a bit too much to drink.
Okay, so we should probably start the podcast.
Yeah. What's the topic for this nonsense?
Right, well, I am so excited for this one. This is one of the ones I came up with ages ago.
Yes.
And I wanted to do it. But I've realised as time has gone on since I came up with it that maybe it's not actually that fun, but I just got excited.
Okay, well let's explore it. Let's explore it and see what happens.
So this week's new world rule is kind of themed to my costume.
Oh, goblins?
Oh, well, that's another. Lee's obsessed with goblins.
Well, I mean, you say obsessed, but they're a legitimate concern.
If Lee hears a noise before he even thinks about it, he shouts out, "Goblins!"
Well, you know, you don't know it's not, is all I'm saying. I grew up on Labyrinth. I've been taught that if anything happens, if there's a bump in the night or someone goes missing, it's probably goblins. That's what I've been taught.
Did the Goblin touch you?
Well, I'd rather not go into it on a podcast. Thank you very much.
But this I'm so excited. New world rule.
Yeah.
In this world, Muppets are real.
Oh shit. Okay.
So in this world,
the
same amount of Muppets that exist in the Muppet world, and Sesame Street, and Labyrinth, all of the Henson creations.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, you turn the television on, and there is Brian Henson, and he's like, "We have a deep dark secret to tell you. All this shit has been coming out about all these celebrities, and now I need to tell you our secret. We didn't create the Muppets.
They exist.
They exist. They are an evolutionary. They are they have evolved secretly.
Yeah.
And my father used them as slaves, I suppose. Wait, I didn't think about that. No, he cared for them secretly. Okay. He made sure that everyone thought they had their hands up their butts, but really, they were. Yeah,
they're real. So Muppets are real.
Muppets are real.
Right. Okay.
See what I said? I was very excited about this, but practicality is actually...
I think you were excited because you just wanted Muppets to be real. I'm not sure you were excited because you were like, what's the possibilities? You just wanted to literally meet Kermit, I feel.
Okay, so what I'm going to do then, because I did worry about this.
Okay.
There is another idea I had, but it's so close to this that I'm going to combine them two, okay?
Okay.
So Brian Henson comes out, who is Jim Henson's son, by the way, and says that.
Yeah.
And he forces the Disney company and Warner Brothers to come out and be like, actually, guys, we have something to tell you too.
Oh, hello.
Roger Rabbit is based on true events.
Holy shit.
Cartoons are real too.
Wow.
So cartoons and Muppets are real.
So cartoons are real.
Roger Rabbit style. So Muppets are people who... Muppets could be people that had sex with cartoons. And Muppets come out. Okay. This is all being made up on the spot now.
Right.
This isn't like part of my plan.
So this is a thing. Okay. So, this is bonkers. I don't even know this is sci-fi. This is literally just the ravings of a lunatic.
It's not always sci-fi. It can be fantasy.
Right. Okay. Well, yes.
Tanya's fantasy.
This is definitely your fantasy. The Muppets are real. Because you've always partly believed they were. I think a part of you's always wanted to do the Henson Studio like tour, and for them to go, this is where we go and see the Muppets. By the way, they're real. And you're like, I always knew they were real. I always knew it.
You know when you see a film and someone instantly believes something insane, and you think that you would never believe that. If I kind of already believe it.
Yeah.
I believe them.
I know you do.
But they're such a big part of my childhood, Jim Henson's Muppets. I freaking love them.
Yeah, you do.
Hence the David Bowie.
Yeah.
But anyway, right. So, in this world, we're going to take this. You have to take this deadly seriously.
I mean, how could I not?
This is science.
Yeah, this is, I wake up tomorrow and felt people are real.
And then because of this, maybe loads come out of the woodwork that were hidden away before.
How are they going about their lives without anyone noticing they were a puppet made of felt.
I spilled all my wine.
Oh.
Wah, wah.
You got excited.
Podcast fail. I did get excited by the Muppets. Not only did I sacrifice wine, but I feel like you were making fun of the Muppets. It was like a double whammy.
No, I was not making fun of the Muppets. What I was making fun wholeheartedly of you.
Oh, okay.
Because you were saying there was some Muppets in hiding, and I was saying, how do Muppets go about their lives? They're made of felt, as if they're in hiding, and no one knows that they're not real people.
Well, look at Mac and me. Maybe people in the Mickey Mouse costumes inside them are actually Muppets.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Right, okay, let's start. So, okay, how would science have to change for this to work?
How would science have to change? There's people made of felt. Do they have internal organs? Do they breathe oxygen?
Yeah.
You say that with such certainty, like, of course, Lee. Well, what's the question? Okay, how do they work? How do they function? They're made of, remember, they're made of felt. How do they work?
They just don't go near open flames.
Okay. They don't go near, they don't go near infant schools, because they'll stick them to walls, or whatever we used to do as kids with felt.
But like, I just spilled some wine. If there was a Muppet here, you just pick him up and just
mop it up.
Him
we
up
could
with
use him as a mop. Okay. How would he feel about that, being used as a mop? Would he be like, that's my purpose? Or would he be like, you're an anti-feltist? How would he feel?
Depends on the Muppet.
Oh, okay.
If it was a Gonzo, fine. Kermit,
Gonzo don't care.
It's an attack.
Oh, okay. So Kermits are more sensitive than Gonzos.
Yes.
Right, okay. What is a Gonzo?
I don't know. He's like
no one knows what
alien.
a Gonzo is. He's an alien. So he's not from Earth.
Is this a fail as a New World rule?
This is madness. But let's carry on.
Are you sure?
Let's see where we can go with this. Let's see where we can go with this.
Okay, so how would the population change of the world?
How does that change the world?
It's more fun.
I mean, it's funnier. The world is funnier.
Do you think that... I think the population would grow, because I'd have like hundreds of kids.
You'd bang every cartoon character
I
you
don't
could see.
even
Is that
mean
what you're
that.
saying?
I mean normal humans, because I want more humans in the world to be like, look, Muppets are real.
I thought you were being racist. You're like, we have to outbreed them.
No.
Because they're not pure like us humans. I thought you could become like a human nationalist or something.
But like, we've got spare room. Imagine Big Bird moving in.
What's wrong with that?
It'd be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, have 10 kids, so we'd be able to point them and be like, look how great that is.
Oh, okay. That's weird, but okay. Yeah. You want more kids so they can enjoy Big Bird.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe make that sound weird, but...
Well, I mean, he's on TV, so it's the same as now. There's no reason.
No, you can cuddle him.
You can cuddle him now.
Like, how?
Go to the set and cuddle him.
Can we do that right now?
If you want to.
This is the problem, though. I suppose if only the Muppets that exist in the world existed, then the world would say exactly the same, apart from the fact there'd be Muppets.
Yeah.
But this is why I kind of like this one. Because
Okay.
Is there any subtleties in the world? Like, that wouldn't affect everybody. It's a bit like the film Ted.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the world is the world, but now you understand that there's just element of magic that really would exist. Like...
So these felt creatures
Yeah.
are being animated by magic.
Yeah.
They don't have a working internal biological system. They're just they've just been animated by the spark of life, almost.
I feel like, yes, that has to be the answer, but in my head, as you're saying it, I can just imagine little felt intestines and like little felt kidneys.
Okay.
And it's so cute. It's so cute.
Okay.
But no, you're right. It should be magic.
So, alright, so if it's magic, then that changes everything, because suddenly the magic is real. Right.
That's why I brought this up.
Okay.
Magic is real.
Magic is real.
But only bringing in
Only
objects
bringing
to life.
felt creatures designed by the Jim Henson Company. That's the limit of the magic.
And Disney and Warner Brothers.
Okay. What Disney and Warner Brothers?
Ghibli, they can have some.
You're not a racist. You're not going to stop the Japanese from having a bit.
Any cartoon character is now alive.
Oh yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting that we can fuck cartoon characters. I keep
That's not
forgetting.
the only point of this. They're in
It
the
sounds
world.
like it's the only
Well,
point.
I'm out of a job, I suppose.
Yeah, because now they're alive. You don't need to animate them. They can just act
Would
themselves.
that mean that all this time I've basically been doing like punishing these characters because I've been pretending to move them around?
Yeah,
they've
they've
allow
been
me to do it.
They've been in some sort of weird coma, and you've been moving their corpses around
Like I'm a
against their will.
taxidermist?
Yeah, like a taxidermist. Yeah. That's what you are. Some sort of weird, freaky taxidermist who likes to make animations out of corpses.
Freaky animator.
Yeah, that's you.
That was a David Bowie.
Was that David Bowie? I'm glad you pointed that out.
Okay, how about Law and Order?
Why? Are these felt people criminals? Do they...
But surely some laws in the world would have to change because they are proper people. They can speak and talk and feel. They're not like animals. Surely we'd have to... What
do you mean? Like felt should be treated like with reverence now? We couldn't just buy it. What was someone who buys and sells felt?
The characters.
But what about felt? That's like, if they're alive, then felt is like their skin.
Yeah, but we sell leather.
Yeah, but we don't sell human skin. Imagine you went to someone and they're like, oh, we sell human flesh.
In Iceland they do, and you never did a shot because I was right.
You were so right.
In Iceland they wear... Oh
they
wait, this is the next podcast, isn't that?
Oh,
you have
shit.
to do a shot. Lee was wrong. Last time I told him that people in Iceland used to wear the skin and...
Yeah, they used to wear literally the skin and bollocks of their mates, like as trousers.
Not sexual mates.
No, they're just their friends.
They're buddies.
Yeah, they're like, how are you doing? I'm good. Well, when I die, will you wear my legs and balls as trousers? And they were like, yeah, no problem.
But you were wrong, so you need to go and get a shot.
I am wrong. Okay, I'll go get a shot.
I'm going to pause this while they get
Don't pause it, just carry on talking.
Listen to Lee's heels clop away. So, Lee?
Yeah.
Do your...
My toffee apple shot?
Oh, yeah.
Let's not call it the Tanya's right shot. I don't like that name at all.
With anticipation.
Okay, ready?
Rocky Horror joke.
Yeah. Here it goes.
Go.
3, 2, 1, down the hatch.
Whoop. Something even weirder about seeing you do a shot.
Oh, that tasted good.
No, you're not meant to like it.
Sorry.
Punishment shot.
It was horrible. It was terrible. Can I have another one to punish me?
Okay, so Law and Order. I'm fanning myself. It's very hot. So Law and Order, we're gonna have to. You have to give them rights.
You say that. What rights do you want to give them?
To not murder them. To not kidnap them. They're not property or objects. They have to have rights as people, but they're not people. So you'd have to extend it so that non-humans. So animal rights might be counted as animals. So like you'd have to give animals more rights, which would be quite interesting.
But they're made of felt.
But they have conscious thought.
But they're made of felt.
Feel a pattern coming. I feel you're being very feltist here. Why?
I mean, someone made of felt abused me when I was younger, so I'm against people made of felt having rights.
Is this the Tim Curry because the Muppets thwarted you in the Pirates of the Caribbean?
It might be that, yeah.
Your costume is making you.
It's making me feel how Timothy of Curry would feel.
Lee's trying to redo up his stockings.
It's
and he
really
doesn't know
difficult.
How to do
Christ, it's so difficult.
Lee has a garter belt.
There you go.
Oh, well done.
There we go. I did it. I'm ahead of this. So I think Law and Order. I agree with you. Okay, if we're going to be serious about this, and I'm always serious about everything at all times.
Can't be serious if you dress like that.
I feel like yes, if they're conscious, can they feel pain?
Yes.
They can feel pain. They have a nervous system. Okay.
They give the cartoon and Muppet pain.
Right. Or
they can be thrown against. They have.
Can they suffer?
Yes, but like to us, they'd have to have a really high tolerance compared to us.
Yeah.
But
they can feel like
Wile E. Coyote, he can get hurt.
Yeah.
But
so to kill them or to hurt them, they would suffer. They would feel pain.
Oh yeah, if you cut their arms off, you'd be really sad.
They wouldn't. They'd be sad. But is that because they can suffer, or is it just they're like, oh, I don't have an arm?
Have you ever seen a Muppet in pain in TV? I don't suppose you have you really? You see them.
Can they emotionally suffer though?
Oh, emotionally, yes, 100% they can emotionally suffer.
Well, okay, in that case, then they're sentient.
Kermit has been making Miss Piggy suffer for like
That's true.
30 years.
Their whole relationship is essentially abuse.
Well, like everyone feels bad for Kermit, and I do feel bad for Kermit. Miss Piggy's a nightmare. Stop stringing her along.
You know, I agree. I'm gonna get splinters on my bum here, but I'll sit on the fence. I see both sides of this because he's stringing her along, which is not fair. He can't be pissed off at her because he's like, well, you're stringing her along all these years. But at the same time, she's terrible. She is terrible. Like,
but at least she's who she is.
Yeah, exactly. Like, she is who she is, and like this is, and he's obviously likes that. Stop stringing her along then. Either tell her like, Piggy, I'm out. I'm not into this. This relationship is too intense. I've got to go my own way.
Find
like Fleetwood Mac.
My own frog ways.
Yeah, or embrace the fact that she's a very, overwhelming lover, and just embrace that. But he's in this weird limbo where he's pissed off at her because she's really over the top, but then at the same time he won't let her go.
Aww. It's in the new one as well. He has a new pig girlfriend.
Yes.
So he obviously likes her. He
likes pigs.
Her.
He's obviously into pigs. Pigs is his thing.
So they can suffer.
Yeah.
So in this world they can suffer.
So they should probably have rights then, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. Like in Ted, when he keeps locking him in his basement and stuff. But remember, the only law that he breaks is theft, so he doesn't have to go to prison or something.
Yeah, and that's bigotry.
But can you see what I'm saying? That like tomorrow, if a court had to deal with this, they'd be like, well, we're gonna have to say they're animals.
Yeah.
They're not humans.
Yeah, well, they're not. Well, you say that, but humans are animals. We're all animals.
No, you are right. But law, doesn't it say?
There is a distinction between us and the rest of the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
They would be some sort of weird, special class of creature.
Because I don't know many laws about animals, but I think they should be stricter. I feel like you get a fine sometimes if you like kill an animal instead of going to prison.
I could get very serious now and say I think animals have the same right to life that we do, but that would be controversial.
We're hypocrites because
I fucking love a burger.
We love burgers, but we know that's wrong.
Yeah. But I am a hypocrite in so many ways, but at the same time, if someone told me that Big Mac was made of people, I wouldn't care. Big Macs are delicious.
Silent Green is Big Macs.
Yeah, it's like, I would eat humans. So I am a hypocrite in a lot of ways, in the sense that I'm like, killing is wrong. You shouldn't eat
unless
the flesh.
it's delicious.
But if it's delicious, I will eat humans and beasts. I don't care. I'm not prejudiced.
So would you eat a Muppet?
If it was delicious, I wouldn't feel right about it. I'd be like, this is wrong. This is morally wrong.
What if you found out a cartoon character was the most delicious thing that had ever existed?
I would eat the shit out of that cartoon character.
You'd eat Sweetie Pie?
Well, I would hire somebody to butcher him for me, and then I would eat.
Well, don't get Sylvester. He doesn't
have
a good.
No, he wouldn't be good at that at all. He would eat. I reckon he'd eat Sweetie Pie.
He's been trying for like 50 years. Stop your heel. You're loving the heels.
I like the sound of a heel, or a high heel. I'm sorry, I need to stop doing that.
But I think in this world, animals are going to get more rights because I think that's the way.
Because of our felt friends.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
That is good.
Yeah. So we need a world with sentient and alive Muppets. Yeah. Is what we need. But
there's that video of the orangutan watching someone do magic. The joy he gets from watching someone do magic, to me, is I'm a bit biased here because I do animation, so I anthropomorphize everything I see. But that orangutan watching someone do magic, which you can see on YouTube, is like, it's fascinating.
Yeah.
Because it has the same string of emotions a small child would have. It's like shocked, and then it finds it hilarious when the trick happens. But he wants to know how he did it, but he's also amazed.
Yeah.
That's such a crazy level of understanding.
It is. That video is crazy, actually, because that orangutan understands what's going on. It understands that because it's not frightened by what just happened. Yeah. It is amused. It knows it kind of knows it's a trick. It understands that it's a trick.
But the confusion, sometimes I feel like when animals get confused, they get frustrated. Or like they don't know what to do. But he's amused. Yeah.
He's amused because he knows some sort of trick has happened here.
But think about that. To be amused by something disappearing, you have to understand the concepts of physics, really, because you have to understand that is not allowed to happen.
It's not possible, yeah. Something that is breaking the rules of how the world operates.
I'm not saying that like there's a Newton version, a monkey version of Newton with like a banana dropped on his head or something. I'm not saying that, but like I don't think they're.
No, but they have a basic understanding of what is possible. They know the framework of the universe in which they live and what is possible and what's not possible. Because I think you need that in order to survive. Like they know that they can't fly, for example, so they wouldn't jump off a cliff. They understand the fundamentals of physics, even if they can't explain them. They understand them. So that monkey understands that what that person's just done is not possible. So the monkey is amused by that because it's like that. What you've just done is not possible. So that's very funny to me.
You're tricking me.
Yeah, you're tricking me in some way. You've deceived me in some way. Yeah, which is funny. It understands, possibly more than even humans do, that person isn't a witch and is not just broken the laws of physics. The monkey's like, this is a trick.
Yeah, because when I've seen people do tricks, I instantly shout witch and burn them.
I do. I mean, if somebody does something which I can't immediately explain, I try to burn them.
Okay, so how would art and culture change that? So food's not changing, I'm guessing. But how about films? Surely the world would become obsessed with the Muppets.
I mean, you should. If you found out there's this people made of felt are real, that should change your perspective on things.
What about if you knew that every cartoon you drew became alive? Surely that's a power way too big to
Wow,
wield.
that makes you kind of a god.
Yeah,
really.
so like imagine Kim Jong-un. You just get people drawing nuke. Just
Yeah.
draw nuke men
Absolutely.
and then fire them on America.
Yeah. No, you're right. It would.
So how do you police that?
I don't know.
Ban all pencils?
You have to just go to war with North Korea.
It's not just North Korea that's the problem though. Anyone can do it. I can do it right now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yes, you would. I would.
But do you know what I mean? Like you get all these men drawing these horrible, sexy ladies to be able to be their new like little sex cartoon.
But no one's getting hurt. So.
Yeah, but the creature comes alive and is a sentient being.
Right. So what's their sentience though? Like if you draw them as a sex bot, wouldn't they enjoy being a sex bot, or would they not?
Yeah, I suppose that it all depends on that, doesn't it? It all depends on whether they feel the way you intend when you draw.
If they enjoy it, if they're like, this is my purpose and I feel amazing because I can satisfy my purpose, then no harm, no foul. But if they're like, I'm a sex bot, but I really want to invent things, then they might feel slightly inadequate.
Botstein.
Yeah.
Aw, that's quite sweet that you thought of inventor first.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's just the idea that you'd think straight away is the job for a sex bot to be an inventor.
Well, it might, they might be good at that sort of thing.
But surely we don't need to invent anything. We don't need inventors anymore. You just draw something and it will come alive.
That's a good point.
You just draw a house and live in a cartoon house.
Yeah.
With a face. It'll be like, house, clean yourself. And it'll be like, okay.
Okay.
Boop, 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 clean.
I'm a person. Oh God, but then your house would have like feelings and thoughts and dreams.
I suppose you could draw like little birds to clean up the place like Mary Poppins.
Yeah, but then they'd have thoughts and dreams.
They can live their life. This is why I think the population would explode.
Okay.
But then you could draw food.
Yeah, that's true. But it'd be cartoon food.
Might be delicious.
Is that real food? Can we eat cartoon food?
Would it have nutrients?
I don't know.
Nah, probably not, I imagine.
What if you drew the nutrient though?
I was worried there wasn't going to be enough to talk about this subject.
There's too much.
There's too much. This we can't.
Because it's so vague. What does this mean? None of this makes any sense.
Would anything change? Would religion stand?
I mean, they'd have some questions to answer. You'd be like, why do these felt people exist? Who are these cartoon people that we can make with our pencils?
On the 20 billionth day,
Yeah,
God created felt people.
Yeah. You'd be like, what
He rested for a really long time and then felt people.
He's like, I've realised the error of my ways. I made people of flesh when I should have made them of felt.
Do you think everyone would start to worry that they were the next stage, like God was getting rid of us, like Noah?
Yeah, a few people would feel that way, I
Do you
feel.
think cartoons would want to wipe us out? They all seem quite happy folk.
I mean, I'd want to wipe us out, to be honest.
I don't think that you're thinking about this enough, though.
No? Go on.
Imagine tomorrow you wake up
Mm-hmm.
and you are
Yeah.
like Michael Caine. Everyone around you, like in Muppets Christmas Carol, is a Muppet now.
Right.
Imagine that world.
Yeah.
There's nothing really to talk about. I just wanted to sit here and imagine that world.
But nothing really changes, do you know what I mean? Like
Are you kidding?
Okay, go on.
The world is so much better.
Well, it's better, but what laws change? What science changes? What fundamentals of us? Like, it's better, yeah. The same way as if tomorrow society, devised some way so that you could just press a button and you could get a margarita whenever you wanted. The world would be better. It'd be amazing. But in what way would it fundamentally change humanity? Would it change humanity?
Can we concentrate on the fact that you could say anything right there?
Yeah. And I said press a button and get a margarita.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not get bogged down in that. Let's just say, you know what I mean? It's just like, okay, tomorrow some of the people that you interact with happen to be made of felt. But how does that change? Like, telepathy changes the world you live in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being able to fly changes the world you live in.
Yeah.
Other people just being made of a slightly different substance, does that fundamentally change the world that you lived in?
It'd be great though.
Okay, why would it be great?
Everyone would be singing.
Okay, so Muppets naturally like to do musical numbers, is what you're saying.
The world would be a nicer place. I'd
Why?
know how to spell everything.
No, you wouldn't. Your spelling would be just as bad.
No, but because they'd always be telling me. They'd be like, today we're going to talk about the letter P. And then I'd be like, how much does that cost in the shop? And the person behind the counter would be like, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1,
2, 3. Ha ha ha.
He'd definitely go straight to a psychotherapist because he's got OCD or
he has
something.
There's a lot wrong with the Count.
Oh, they've all got something wrong.
I love the Count.
Snuffy is a manic depressive.
1, 2. Yes, Snuffy's a manic depressive.
Oscar would get a house if he lived in the UK.
Oscar is a weird character.
I love him.
Yeah.
He's one of the kinder ones.
Really?
Well, think about it. One of your best friends lives in a trash can.
Yeah.
You've done nothing about it.
I know, everyone just kind of carries on with their lives. The fact that he lives in the bin.
Then what you buying him?
Do you want to stay in our house rather than the bin? And he's like, I'm glad you asked, because definitely yes.
He owns a car though, so maybe he's...
I don't know.
He's got the sloppy...
Oscar's a fucking weird person because, yeah, he could change his circumstance if he really wanted to. Okay, I'm not going to get political on you right now. What I'm going to say is he needs to pull himself up from his bootstraps is all I'm saying.
Fine. I think he's happy.
Yeah, he is. He's happy.
Fozzie needs to quit comedy. I imagine how annoying it would actually be though if he worked and sat next to Elmo.
I know, yeah, Elmo would fuck me right off.
He'd just be there. That was Elmo.
Was that Elmo?
But Gizmo might be real. He's a Muppet.
Holy shit.
Oh no! Wait a minute.
He could destroy the world.
That means gremlins are real.
Gremlins are real.
And goblins.
Well,
we've gone full circle.
There's a Goblin King, and you are the Goblin King.
We've gone full circle. Goblins are real in this world.
Okay, now I'm
Skeksis are real. Those redhead things from the Labyrinth, they're real.
Holy shit! Is Tim Curry's character from Labyrinth real? The devil?
Yes, he's a Henson creation, isn't he?
Well, kind of.
What else is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? They're real.
They're real.
Oh my god, this world is great.
This is a great world. There's no crime.
Well, probably crime.
Supernatural crime, maybe.
Well, I suppose the turtles will stop that crime.
Yeah, the turtles are going to cure any crime.
Because Shredder's a human, so he doesn't exist. He's not real. Only the turtles will
Only the turtles are real. Which is great.
Krang might be real though. Which is the creature that lives in someone's stomach in Turtles.
I know, the fact you have to explain that, isn't it? Is that our
Might be
listeners
young
don't know
ears.
who Krang is? Yeah,
Our
they don't know who Krang is.
Listener.
Our listener is young.
Kieran.
Yeah.
And my brother.
Well, Sam. Hi, Sam.
Oh my god, that means Chewbacca's real, Ewoks are real, space aliens are real. This is the greatest world.
This is too much. Does Chewbacca know that all the space shit he's been in isn't real though? Like, is he just like...
Is he aware? Are they
like,
self-aware that they're Muppets? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like he was in a movie, like, or does he think that he's from Kashyyyk and he thinks there's a whole planet and there isn't?
I'm gonna go with they have no idea.
Oh God!
And he searches for Han for the rest of his life.
Oh, that's the most tragic thing I've ever heard.
But the Ewoks are still there, and he's like, God damn it. Jar Jar's not real because he's CG.
Right, yeah, absolutely right.
But all hail Yoda.
Yoda's real.
Yoda for president.
Yes.
President am I?
Yeah, is he? How long is he gonna live for?
Yoda?
Yeah.
Forever.
Well, he dies though in one of the movies, so like, is he?
Why do you have to bring that up?
Well, I'm intrigued by this.
Spoiler.
Sorry, spoiler. Yoda dies.
In the 1980. What is it, 87?
Yeah, like 1981 Star Wars Episode 2. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go to this party. So, would you live in this world?
Yeah, why not?
1 billion.
I know, yeah, you've never wanted to live anywhere more.
In fact, I've made myself sad about this world.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in this world.
This world fucking sucks by comparison.
But we are gremlins. We all could die.
Yeah, that's true. There's that risk. There's always that risk that we could be.
Oh my god, Fraggles are real.
Fraggles are real. From Fraggle Rock.
Take your cares away. No, that's not the words.
Down in Fraggle Rock. Grab a Fraggle by his. Alright, so.
Okay, so would you pick the cold world from last week or would you pick this world?
This world, definitely. What was the cold world of last week?
Where everything was 9 degrees and you were not happy about it.
That is so specific. 9 degrees?
What I love is that because you had drinks last time, you have a new rage about it every time.
I can't believe that was a thing. Okay, no. This world. 9 degrees? No, this world. This world. That's so specific.
So are we saying? I know how I'm saying. Are we saying Utopia, Dystopia, or Midopia?
Utopia, definitely. I get to hang out with Roger Rabbit. This is awesome.
You sure it's not a Midopia? I just wanted to say
It's
Midopia
not,
again.
It's not a Midopia. It's definitely a Utopia, I feel.
Oh my god, could we have a Fraggle dog? You know the dog? Sprocket?
Yes.
And he could look after himself. We could have a pet.
We could have a pet. I agree.
Guys, we've solved it. This might have to be the last podcast because nothing's going to be better than this.
Yeah, we've peaked. We've peaked at this.
What a lot of nonsense.
Fuck me.
I'll come up with something better next week.
Yeah, something sci-fi,
okay.
not just random thoughts.
I just was excited about the muffins.
I know you were.
Where in the world can we find you?
Nowhere. I don't exist. Don't try to find me. I don't exist. Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Is that all? I mean,
Michael Jackson it.
Yeah. What? No.
Leave me alone. Well, we actually have some places on the internet now. We belong. We exist.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
We exist. So we have a Twitter. We are on the Twitters.
We're on the Twitters?
We tweets.
Okay.
We tweet things. So we're at drinks.
Go on, say it properly.
Drinks_.
Dystopia.
I really wanted to say line on the floor again, but I keep forgetting it.
Line on the floor.
I actually have it written on this other page. Underscore.
So you were going to say line on the floor.
I was. So it's Twitter, and then we have at drinks_dystopia. And then if you want to find us, we have the podcast now on YouTube. Look at us. We have a YouTube.
We're on the YouTubes?
Yeah, and we have a website, so you can find us on SoundCloud. So it's www.drinksanddystopia.blogspot.com.
Wow.
Look at us.
That sounds fancy.
This is like the most adult thing we've ever done.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty pathetic, to be honest. That's the most adult thing we've ever done, is create a blog spot. But cool.
We are down with the kids.
Yes, we are indeed.
But next week, next week more sci-fi.
Yes, more sci-fi rather than just your pandering to your Muppet obsession.
Okay, we did it.
Cheers, well done. Another podcast down. Nailed it.
To dystopias.
To dystopias.